you're very right there. In fact, the same perspective from a HR or a L&D perspective is, do you think there will be an over-reliance on AI? Because, it has creeped into every possible thing that's possible. And, so like human habits, like the way, in the ways we've got addicted to the phone and everything, do you think that over-reliance is there, will happen, and what will it lead to?
It's already there.
Right.
So if you look at, let's pick up the topic of training. So in training, already the reliance is pretty heavy on technology.
Right.
Like in today's world, all the e-learning platforms are boasting about what?
Yeah.
You learn as per your pace.
Right.
You learn as per your choice. And people have become silos, So you walk outside into the world and you'll see people have headphones,
Right.
and they are just digging their head inside the telephone.
True.
So what is that happening? So they don't want to sit inside a classroom and learn. They want to see their screen and they want to learn from that. So that's already happened. It's not that it has not happened. It's already happened. But what's been missed in this is the years of experience that the person will bring in. That's getting missed. So the other day, there was this young girl who came to work with us, and she's hardly 24, 25 years old. And she was sharing certain things with me. And after some time, I was finding it difficult to, tell her that, what you're showing me is fine as per the algorithm that you're sharing, but this won't work. This doesn't work because there's a culture that is there and it won't work in this culture. But I was just not able to pass on that info to her because she was so enamored by this technology and she believes that whatever has come from the technology is word of God. And then finally I had to make a statement to her and I asked her that although I know this is a wrong question to ask, but can I ask you how old are you? And she said that I'm 24 years.
Right.
And I said that, can you guess how many years of experience I have?
Right.
So then when I said that I have more than 30 years of experience, which is not even your age. So please give some diligence to it. That if I'm telling you something, so I'm telling you something which I have experienced even when you were not born.
Right. True.
So at least give some weightage to it. And then of course, I buy your point and it's based on certain things, but you have to realize that in this particular setup, in this particular culture, in this particular scheme of things, there are certain things which will not work.
True.
So as a leader, as your mentor, it's my responsibility to tell you that don't go in for a failure. Because if you do this is a definite failure. So I think this is something that people will have to be careful about. That it can give you results, but those results are based on certain, I would say scenarios. But that scenarios is so different. And we in India, we are working in so different scenarios. So see, the Western culture is different.
Right.
So a lot of things would work brilliant in Western, but you pick up something from a AI tool, a statement or a letter, and you send it to a friend of yours. What will his immediate response will be? Kya AI se chhap ke de diya?
Right.
So the person immediately gets it that this is not you who's speaking, this is a machine who's speaking.
Yeah,
so
have you know you as a person as
absolutely. So they know you as a person. This is not what Joy is going to tell me. So what's wrong with you, Joy? ये तूने AI से निकाल के क्यों दिया मेरे को? तू खुद ही बोल देता. So that's what I'm trying to say. That this is where we'll have to understand that yes, it is there to help us, but at the same time we'll have to realize that we can't lose our own identities. We should not lose our own ingenuities that we have. Like, we have certain qualities that we have, which we shouldn't lose out.
Right. True. Very true. Now, exactly from the point of what you made regarding that young employee who came and everything. Now, leaders such as yourself, how do you build trust and transparency when AI systems, they make decisions for people's careers, promotions, or learning paths? So although you're using those elements, where is the human part still available in the scheme of things?
So in some places it has replaced, and in some places as leaders we'll have to see that how we can find an alternative space. So I think like as leaders we'll have to balance that, and as a leader that's what I've been doing constantly. Is in some places we'll have to live with it because that's a part and parcel of our life, so we live with it. And in some places we know that we'll have to let go of it. The example that I quoted, culturally it will not fit in. So this is an experience that you have. So that part you will have to bring it to the table and say that this is the experience that I have, and this is not going to work. And there are certain things which is working for you, and those are as per the design that you have built up, and you want to try it out. Fair enough, go ahead and do it. Like,
Right.
I'll give you another example. Like, if you want to do an event in your office,
Right.
and you've asked a bunch of young people to design it for you. So what will they do? They will just put it into one of these tools and get out results, and they'll give
Right.
it to you in 5 minutes time.
True.
And you'll say that, okay, fine, brilliant, but have you thought through this? So
Right.
as leaders, we'll have to ask those questions. Have you thought through this? Like, while you've designed this and you're saying that there would be 200 people coming for this event,
Right.
what if instead of 200, 300 people come? Will you be able to manage it?
Right.
What if 200 people don't turn up and there are only 50 people who turn up? What will you do? They should
Right.
not be feeling bored. Have
True.
you thought through this?
True.
So these are the things that you need to invoke. So then what happens is then they start thinking, oh yeah, I didn't think about this.
Right.
So
That's where the experience comes in. Like you
exactly,
said.
that's where the experience comes in, and that's
True.
where I think all of us as leaders will have to play a big role in terms of making people see those truths
Right.
which possibly they cannot be seeing.
Very true. Very true. Now, do you think this whole AI thing is unintentionally creating new forms of exclusion in workplaces if not implemented correctly? So, like you mentioned, people come up with solutions from ChatGPT and everything. What happens when things go wrong if not implemented in the right way?
So a lot of such problems are happening because of you're just blindly following it.
Right.
So it is important to ask the right questions. While ChatGPT or any kind of tools will give you results, no doubt
Right.
about it, it's very powerful, it's a good tool to use. But the caveat for you is, are you asking the right questions?
Right.
And if you're not asking the right questions, it would give you results which may not serve you. And then when you want to try it out, what is going to happen is there are going to be conflicts.
Right.
Now, if you have conflict, then again you go back to the ChatGPT. I have a conflict. How do I resolve it? ChatGPT doesn't know what conflict are you having. It will give you generic answers. Like, to give you a simple example is, if you go to Google
Right.
and you say that, boss, I have a stomach ache.
Mhm.
So, of course, Google will tell you your stomach ache could be because
It'll
of
give
that.
you a list of
But it will
things.
give you a list of things, out of which one of them could be that it could be cancer.
Right.
Now, if you go by that, oh shit, I have got cancer, then what has happened is you have manifested within yourself that you've got cancer, whereas you don't have a cancer. It could just be an pure indigestion. You can just take some digestive or drink some more water or just skip to some meals and you'll be fine.
Right.
But just because you've read that, so you've manifested in your mind that I've got cancer. So I think
Right.
that's not correct. So in technology also these things happen where one has to realize that how much I need to take and how much I need to be ignoring. That's important. So two important aspects is right questioning, which is needed so that you get the right results.
Right.
And second is you need to apply your mind. I think application of mind is needed because otherwise whatever comes out, and if you just straight away just copy paste it,
Right.
the application of mind is not. I'll give you one example which happened with this young teammate. So we had to send some mailers to some people, bunch of people.
Mhm.
And it was asking for their certificate because we were collecting those GST certificates. So it
Right.
was basically a simple task like that. So what ChatGPT helped in terms of designing a letter, but the first one that the lady put in was for a lady. So on the top of it, it was written as "Dear Madam,"
Right.
and the letter got out from there. Now you have to apply your mind. Not everybody is a madam.
Right.
Now when you're sending it to a man and it's written "Dear Madam,"
Right.
it's just missed it because it's not meant for us. It's "Dear Sir." So
Right.
while the content may be the same, you're not going to change it, but your application of mind has to be there. Instead of "Dear Madam," I should put it as "Dear Sir." But if you just copy paste it and use a mail merge and send it across to people without understanding that a list has people who are not female, then
Yeah, that's a
miss it.
blunder.
It's
That's
a blunder.
Yeah, true. Interesting. Great perspectives again. Thank you.